Hi everyone, welcome to our PySpark for data engineering series videos. So today is the day 3 of our PySpark training, and today we are going to load data from CSV, JSON and Parquet file. And this is a core data engineering topic, so the video will be at least I think 10 to 15 minutes. So and by the end of this video, all of you guys should know how you can read a CSV file or a JSON file or a Parquet file. So what I had did, I have downloaded three sample files from ChatGPT. Just I asked to create a text CSV, JSON, and Parquet, and I have uploaded it to the Lakehouse because we are practicing Fabric in our sorry, we are practicing PySpark in our Fabric. So, but what you can do, you can just create these files and you can keep it in the any folder as well. Okay, in your local where the PySpark resides. So in real data engineering projects, most of your work starts with ingesting data from files or data lakes. So in this video, we will load CSV, JSON, and Parquet files in PySpark and understand the best practices. Okay. So what are these three data formats for who does not understand the CSV, JSON, and Parquet? So CSV is a text based. It is a very slower data format. In this, no schema is stored and it is common for raw injection. JSON is called semi-structured, and here we have nested data possible, and mostly it is used in the APIs or logs. Parquet is columnar compressed and it stores the schema as well, and which is industry standard for Spark. So in production pipelines, Parquet is usually preferred for the curated layers. Okay, so let me just again go back to my workspace, and as we discussed in the last video, we will be creating only one notebook. In only one notebook we will be practicing everything, and so till here we did practice. Now we'll start from here. So before starting the video, first we have to create a Spark session. So that in every video we are going to do. So we have to write from PySpark.sql import Spark session. Okay. Then we have to create the session Spark equals to Spark session.builder. Then we have to create the app name. So today the app name I will be using. So app name I will be using read files. Let's write day 3 read files. Okay. And then we have to write dot get or create. Get or create. Okay. So I'll just run this. Okay. So my standard session started. Now the first part is to read CSV file. So as you guys know, our files resides in our lakehouse. So first to read CSV file, so I'll write CSV underscore df equals to. So df stands for data frame, and we will be using Spark dot read dot. We have an option method called option. There are several methods to read a CSV file, but I will be using today option method. So in the option first, I'll write header, which is I need to provide key. We in this file we have header also, so I'll write header is true. Okay, the first option. The second option will be I need to write inferSchema. InferSchema stands for whatever the data types of the columns we have. It should not change that. So infer SCHEM, inferSchema also be true. Okay, and the third is dot CSV. Now here we need to provide the path. So for path, I'll do what? I'll go to our sample DLH. Any one path I'll take, and for every other, we can just change the name. So the properties, you can see this is the path. I'll just put the path here. Okay. So this is one method. Let's see the CSV underscore df dot show or display. We can do anything. I'll do so. So here we have the data inside the CSV file. Okay. And let's do the print schema as well, because we have kept inferSchema equals to true. So I'll just write CSV df dot print schema. So integer, string, and double, because here this is integer whole number, this is string, and here we have decimal, so it is double. Okay. There is another method, CSV underscore df underscore another method. So I'll just write CSV df2 equals to spark dot read dot CSV, and inside that we have to provide the path, then comma header equals to true, comma infer schema equals to true. This will also work. Okay. So I'll just run this, and here I'll use display df. So display CSV df2. Else we will see a table format. Okay. See, similar result. 1, 2, 3 is a whole number. ABC is a string. 1.2 is a decimal. Okay. So we can use this method as well, and the option method as well. Okay. Now let's say our CSV file is having a different delimiter. So delimiter stands for like comma, the colon, semicolon, and pipe. So it stands for a kind of character. So if our CSV file, CSV stands for comma separator, but the delimiter is different. So what we can do? So I'll just show you a method, because we don't have a delimiter file. So I'll just write CSV delimiter. Let's consider our delimiter is a pipe. Pipe, this is a pipe. Let me show you. This is a pipe. Okay. So how we can read that? So we'll use spark dot read dot option. Then here first we have to provide that header equals to true. So we will write header, comma, true. Then, sorry, dot option. In here we, instead of inverse schema, first we have to provide delimiter. Okay. So delimiter, comma, we have to provide delimiter. So as I said, it is pipe, so we will keep pipe. Okay. Then dot CSV. Just a second, sorry. CSV, and here in we have to provide the path. Okay, like this. Understood? Now this is we did. Now let's go to read the JSON, because we don't have a delimiter of this. Yeah, instead of this we can use comma, because our is comma, so it will run properly. Okay. Yeah. Now let's read a JSON file. So code to read JSON. So JSON, how we have to read? So we'll write JSON underscore df equals to spark dot read dot JSON. Like I have showed you CSV, so instead of CSV we will write JSON, and our file name is sample.json. So I'll just run this. Okay, it ran successfully. Now let's see the data. JSON df dot show. What happened? Something was. What we are going to do, we are going to create a. So we have created a file. Now again, we will use that same file. And let's see JSON df dot show. I think it should, yeah. So it's how, so what we did, because that sample file was not working, so we have created a new sample file inside Fabric itself. This is a JSON file. You can see it is a JSON file as it has sets, and inside that, sorry, it has says little dictionaries. Okay. And in the dictionaries, key value pairs are there. So this is how we can create a sample file, and we have read that using this code. So JSON DF is also very easy. So Spark auto detects the schema and handle the nested JSON. So these are the nested records. So you can see, okay. Now we will read a Parquet file. So Parquet DF read a Parquet file. Okay. So first we'll write Parquet underscore DF equals to Spark dot read dot Parquet. Okay. And here I need to provide the location. So where is that location? This is our sample. And just I need to change it to Parquet. Okay. Let's run this. And you can see it will run successfully. Now we will use Parquet df dot show. Okay. So here you can see the Parquet file is also we have also read the Parquet file. Here you can see we didn't needed the inferSchema or the header, because as I said, Parquet stores the schema inside the code only. So this is how easily we can read the CSV file, the JSON file, and the Parquet file inside Fabric. And notices, you guys can notice how Parquet already knows the column types, while CSV required infer schema. And this is why Parquet is widely used in silver and gold layers. Okay. Now let's start with selecting some columns after load. Like we don't want to select all the columns. So in the CSV, let's write CSV df dot select. I want to select only few columns. So I want to select name. Let's say I just want to select name as of now. Okay. So I just did name dot show. So what names we have? So you can see. Oh, sorry. I need to run that CSV df again. Just a second. So this one I'll run again. Yeah, it ran. Yeah, again I'll run this one. So you can see we will only select name. If you want to select salary as well, so I'll just write comma. I'll write salary. I'll just run this. Oh, sorry, no salary is there. Here amount is there, sorry. AMOUNT. Okay. So you can see name and amount came. Okay. Sometimes we can read multiple files also together. And let's say like if we want to read the whole folder, so I don't have actually multiple files, multiple CSV files, but I can show you the syntax or the code. Sorry, it's not syntax, the code. So let's say we have to read all the files. So we have to write spark dot read dot CSV. Okay. Then here we have to provide the folder location. So for us, so I'll just like, let's say files, and the folder name is CSV underscore folder. So we have to provide the folder and then comma, header equals to true, then comma, inferSchema equals to true. Okay. And then it will, whatever the files are present in that CSV folder, but it should be of same like structure, and just we can do df underscore all dot show, and it will show all the data. Okay. As of now, we don't have the files, so I'll just remove this. Everything is in files, so I'll just remove this and I'll just keep files. Let's run this. Yeah. Okay. So it ran, it processed everything. Now there is one tip which I have to give to you guys. So this is today's class, and we have seen how we can read CSV files and JSON files, how we can select a particular column or several columns, and how to read using multiple methods for CSV and for JSON. So in real pipelines, we usually define the schema manually to avoid the file scans and type surprises. So this is one important tip which we should do when we are working with the production pipelines. So as I said, today we learned how to load CSV, JSON, and Parquet files, and when to use each format. So in the next video, we will create data frames directly from the Python objects. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining today's session. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, I'll download this notebook in the last of our complete sessions, like 14 videos, and I'll keep it in the GitHub so that you can download and take reference from it. Okay. Thanks.